Hello, everyone, and welcome to Smart Investing. I'm Albert, host of the channel, and today we're doing the banking sector services. Also, the related industry for this video is also the banks. So today I have 5 stocks. Again, when I do these stocks, I'm going to be working from the bottom all the way to the top. The order's a little messed up, but the first one up that I have is TBK. And then I'm going to work, again, my way from the bottom all the way to the top. So we're going to just jump right into this. And we're going to do fundamentals, technicals, and we're going to do quants. So first stock up is TBK Triumph Bancorp Inc. I'm going to look at the first page, which is this. Looking at the first page. So we have here market cap, and I see that they do not pay a dividend. So the numbers look okay. Now we're going to look to the chart, see how it's holding up. 5-year, a lot of companies in the 5-year range have done pretty well. I'm going to mark it right here. This is like, I'm going to do that. So it's below, I'd say, it's below its highs from the previous years. So definitely, slightly undervalued. Slightly overvalued from what I'm seeing. So it still has slightly more room to go down. Now we're gonna look at the analysis. So it's showing me the highest grade is the growth section. So it's telling me that it's 5.33 for the growth stock. I would say I would agree. Can be a growth stock. Now, technical analysis, let's look at that. So it's showing me short term, long term, and medium term that for the most part it's bearish. I'm not surprised because most stocks are. Excuse me. So I'm going to continue and look at the fundamentals. So it looks like a hit here, miss, hit, miss. So now we're just waiting for the Q2 reporting for the earnings. So now let's see what we have for annual. I hope they give me accurate information and all the information, because lately for a few things which I really need for my evaluations, because I analyze everything, it would help if they give me every bit of info that I need. So it looks like it's doing pretty good. See, net margin, that doesn't give it to me. That's very, very, very important for my evaluation. Obviously, these banking stocks are highly levered, so they're highly in debt. And we're going to look at the book value. Looks like it's been going up. Cash reserves have gone up. Sorry, cash flow has slightly gone up, and the cash reserve cash reserves slightly stayed the same, not much of a difference. You can say they're about the same. That's fair to say. So net income has gone up really, really good. So I have nothing for revenue, nothing for operating income. I wish if I had to choose from the two, definitely revenue. I wish it at least gave me the revenue. But it is what it is. Balance sheet looks okay for investing. You know, to consider this a growth stock, I guess I would have to compare it to other peers. And it's hard to say because not everything has its final results. A lot of these stocks don't even have their final results. So again, it's honestly hard to say what's what. Sorry for yawning so much. It's 1 a.m., so it's way past my bedtime. But I just wanted to get this video out for you guys. So it's hard to compare. It's not that this is inaccurate. It's just that there are other companies that have not done the ranking system for other stocks. So with this ranking system, it hasn't been finalized. So let's say out of the 525 companies that they have on the list, the 525, let's say they only did like 300 finalized results as of today. So what happened to the 200 plus? They haven't put in their final results or their numbers yet for the ranking system. So what I'm saying is, it's not that it's not inaccurate. It's just that it's just incomplete. That's all. So for me to look at the ranking system now, it's just chaotic right now. I just can't look at it. So it's hard to pinpoint where they stand in the ranking system. This is a big ranking system, for this sector. I've never seen so many companies. I mean, you have 525, and then that alone, that's only the banking sector, and then you have the banking services sector. That's at least 300 plus. So with that total outlook for both sectors, you add up all those companies, you're looking at least 800 companies within the banking system itself. And that's just a lot. It's a lot of companies to evaluate and look at. But again, I took the challenge. I've been doing the bank sector since last year, and slowly but surely I'll get done, and I think I will get done by the end of the year. So anyhow, I can't use the ranking system as of now because it seems like it's incomplete by the way it looks of it. So I can't grade this. I can't tell you what kind of investment style or what kind of time frame. The only thing I can tell you is whether this is yes or no for a watch list portfolio. So for a watch list portfolio as a growth stock, let me see something. I think for a growth portfolio, this would be okay to add to a watch list. So I would say yes to this company. So next up is Hbcp. So I'm not not too crazy about the chart. They do pay a dividend. I'm looking at the PE and everything. I'm looking at everything. The stock looks okay. I don't like the market cap. Too small. It's just gonna get chewed out by other banks. If this bank fails, I could only see this bank selling out to somebody else. That's just my opinion. But again, I could be wrong. But for this year, I just don't see it performing well. Definitely. So this stock is telling me the highest rating for the quant rating is for value. So it's telling me it's for value. It's giving me that yes factor for that. So it's on the short term, bullish, medium term, long term is bearish. I want to say real quick one thing. I don't know why so many people are so bullish during a bear market when, yes, you see those spikes that go up, but since people haven't experienced loss in this kind of market, I'm used to it. So what I'm saying is, very few people have a tough experience in this sort of market, especially for my age range. People older than me, that's a given. It's obvious they've been through markets like this, bear markets. But younger people around my age, or maybe a little older, they have not experienced bear markets like this. I can honestly say I've got a taste of it 2 times, maybe 3. So this is actually like my 4th, but this one is an actual official bear market, and I'm not even worried about it. So anyways, we're gonna look at the fundamentals for this stock. So we have here, gonna look at it. So the dividend stocks are increasing, but that's too slow of an increase for me. We're gonna look at the financials real quick. So it looks like they met their expectations. So they hit, went flat, but it still counts as a win. And then they missed, and now we're just waiting for the final result for Q2. So then now we have return on asset, flat, nothing. Oh, these are quarterly. Okay, wow, that makes a big difference looking at it quarterly versus annual. So the stock looks okay. I'm worried about it needs work, a little bit of work. I'm just worried about the earnings call, the next earnings, and then on top of that, the cash flow. I mean, they're killing it on the net income. They don't see any problems with their income, but they might need some work. So for this company, the quant rating was, let me see real quick. The quant rating was for value, and for value they were graded at an 8.62. So I'm just gonna round that off as 8.6. So do I think it's a value stock? Maybe. but they just have to, again, they have to work on their cash flow and that market cap, so that way they can do well during a bad environment. So I just don't know how they're gonna hold up. As of right now, I'm gonna say no. As a watch list, they're too weak compared to stronger companies. And again, if you look at the chart, you would have just broken even if you invested in this stock even 2, 3, 4 years ago. You would have been flat, or even last year, you would have been flat. So next one up that I have is NBHC, and we have that at $38.97. They do pay a dividend. Earnings are at 2.75, slightly undervalued to fair value. It's actually fairly valued from what I'm seeing. Now we're gonna look at the feeds. Everything's looking pretty good. We're gonna look at the press release. So they're raising dividends yearly, and then we have okay numbers for the fundamentals, and everything looks pretty flat. Their earnings, they only grew 5 years ago and 4 years ago. The past 3 years been pretty flat. And then no, then cash flow, cash reserves. Yeah, it doesn't look well. So for this stock, I'm gonna say no. So this stock, I'm gonna say no. Moving on to the next one, I have Cldb. And Cldb, so it looks like it's holding up pretty good. I do not like that it has no volume. The market cap needs to be worked on. The PE ratio, so it's at 12.5. It's showing me it's undervalued. I think this stock is good for short term, not for midterm or long term. Again, I could be wrong. Yes, they pay the dividend, but it's just not enough. It's not that much. So we have here press release. And let's see if they pay. So they paid special dividend in 2021. So they made a regular payment and a special dividend payment. Now, the special dividend payment was not really much of a special dividend, more like a small donation. So they only paid 5 cents. And in this case, for this stock, the dividend payout was actually more than the special dividend. But 9 times out of 10, it's usually the other way around. So we have that finished, and we have that one. Yeah, no. So last one up, BCML, Baycomm Corp. It's not really holding up. I don't like the market cap. So for this stock and the last one, no, they're, I mean, they seem okay, but I'm gonna say no. And then the financials. Let's look at analysis real quick. I want to see what they say. So the highest rating is momentum, showing that they have momentum. So we have last one that I have is again BCML Baycomm Corporation. So we have here ROA, ROE. It's kind of slow. Then we have earnings per share, net margins. It's not going to show me anything. And we have income. And it looks like it's doing okay. Investing. So it looks like they have decent cash flow. But with things, keep going up with the rising costs and gas and everything else, let's look at their history. So they just started paying dividends this year. I just want to see something then. So we have here $20.61, and then we have here Baycomm is a bank holding company. This company looks like it's just on its last legs waiting for a merger or something. That's what I think. So for this stock to add to a watch list, I'm going to say no. But again, I could be wrong in the future. We may look at it again in the future, but as of right now, and I'd say towards the end of the year, yeah, this is not a stock that you want to put in a watch list portfolio. So I guess that is all of them. So I did all the stocks. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.